Hey guys, what's up? This is Mohit Base from Fit India, and in this video we're going to talk about how to gain weight in a healthy way. And I'm focusing here on healthy way because you can increase your weight just by eating junk food every day, but that will not count as a healthy way. So based on my knowledge and based on my experience, I'm going to let you know some easy ways which are very effective and which will help you to gain weight. So if you're watching this video, you're probably a skinny guy or a skinny girl, an underweight person in general who is looking to gain weight. And the thing is that whenever you ask an underweight person why are you not able to gain weight, their answer in most of the cases will be, man, I eat a lot of food but I'm not able to gain weight, मुझे वो खाना लगता नहीं है and stuff like that, which is like they're just making excuses. The real answer to this question, to this problem, is that you are not eating enough food. That's it. That's the most logical explanation, that you're not eating enough food. Another reason could be that you are eating food, but the food that you're eating is low in calories. For example, let's just say you're eating 3 to 4 medium-sized cucumbers in one sitting. Cucumbers is kheera in Hindi. You're eating 3 to 4 medium-sized. Let's just say this much is medium-sized, and I'm talking about cucumbers, but I know what you're thinking. So if you're eating 3 to 4 medium-sized cucumbers in one sitting, so you'll feel full after eating that because that's a lot of volume. And after eating it, you'll feel like I'll gain weight because I ate a lot. But in reality, the food that you ate was low in calories, so you won't be gaining any weight because the food that you ate was low in calories. But you did feel full, but it was low in calories, so you'll not gain weight. So keeping all this aside, now let's get down to business. I'm gonna tell you some great tips which will definitely help you to gain weight. So tip number 1 is eat peanut butter. And I know there are a lot of people who don't like the taste of peanut butter. I've got friends who hate peanut butter, but I don't know why, because it's so delicious for me. But if you can develop the taste for peanut butter, then trust me, weight gaining process will be so easy for you. Peanut butter is very dense in calories. It consists of 50% fat, 25% protein and 25% carbohydrates. It's so convenient, it's cheap. You can just take a spoon of peanut butter, eat it whenever you want. It's easy to carry. You can carry it anywhere, and you should definitely include peanut butter in your diet if you're looking to gain weight. Very important tip, keep this in mind, 1 to 2 tablespoon, big tablespoon of peanut butter every day. So this is tip number 1. Now tip number 2 is drink shakes. And you know, the thing with skinny people is that they like the food, but they don't like the idea of actually consuming it. They don't like the process of actually eating the food. Why? Because they're lazy. They don't like making efforts to eat food, even though when they're hungry. So the remedy for this is that consume your food in liquid form. For example, let's take a big glass of milk, add a banana, add oats, add a spoon of peanut butter, add any other fruit you like except for banana. You can add pineapple, you can add blueberries, strawberries, you can add mango, and add dry fruits. Very important point, add dry fruits and blend it, and it'll make a thick shake, probably around 400 plus calories. It depends on the ingredients that you're adding. For me, the shake that I make, it's 650 to 700 calories. Very dense, very thick shake. But I don't expect you guys to make that thick of a shake, because I've got a big appetite, but you might not have that big of an appetite. And I don't want you to calculate the calories. You can just add ingredients based on like how much you think that you can consume. And this is probably the most important tip for gaining weight that any fitness guru, any fitness coach can give you. Consume your food in liquid form, at least 1 shake a day. And the very important thing that you should keep in mind is that don't think about the term shake. Think about the ingredients that you're adding. You can just consume, suppose you're consuming milk and banana, that is a banana shake, and you feel like, yeah, Mohit said to drink shake, we're drinking shake, but obviously that will help. But if you add peanut butter to it, if you add oats to it, that will be even better. If you add dry fruits to it, then even better. So think about the ingredients. Don't think about the term shake. Think about the ingredients that you're adding to that shake. That is important. At least 1 shake every day. Every day you have to do it, and this will definitely help. It will help you to gain weight. So this is tip number 2. Now tip number 3, and tip number 3 is eat dry fruits. I know I've already mentioned dry fruits. You can add them to your shake, But apart from that, there are a lot of people who are in their college or who are working, and when they're working or when they're in college, they don't get time to consume proper meals. If you're not able to consume proper meals, you're not getting the required calories you need to gain weight, and if you're not getting the required calories, you're lagging behind in the process of gaining weight. You won't be able to gain weight. So what you can do is you can carry at least a handful of dry fruits to your office or to your college. Dry fruits like cashews, walnuts, raisins, very common, almonds, very common, etc. And while you're busy in your office, you're doing your work, look when no one is around, and then just eat it. I'm saying when no one is around because you'll probably end up sharing it with your friends, and then you won't get enough calories that you need. This is coming from my personal experience. I gave this tip to my friend, and when his friends saw that he had dry fruits, they were like, hey, dry fruits, we want that, and he ended up sharing more than half of it with his friends. And after 2-3 days, he stopped taking dry fruits to office, and he couldn't eat anything while he was in his office. So make sure when no one is around, eat that. Go to washroom and eat that if you have to, but make sure you eat it yourself. Alright? This is a pretty important point. Dry fruits might look like they are small pieces of food, but a handful of dry fruits can provide you with 200 or 250 calories. So that's a lot of calories, keeping in consideration the size of the dry fruits. Alright? They're small pieces of food, but a handful will provide you 250 calories something. So that's a great option. This is tip number 3. Now tip number 4. Tip number 4 is bananas. I know I have already told bananas you can add them to your shake, but apart from that, bananas are cheap, available throughout the year, and they're very convenient to eat. You just take the peel off, eat it, and then you can throw the peel away. I know you'll do that because you're an Indian. So bananas, you can eat 2-3 bananas every day. One banana will provide you around 100-120 calories, 100 calories. You can have one banana in your shake, two other whenever you feel like. Total 300-320 calories if you're consuming 3 bananas a day. That's a great amount of calories, and bananas taste great, convenient, and you should definitely include bananas in your diet if you're looking to gain weight. So this is tip number 4. So tip number 5 is cheese. Cheese slices are available at different grocery stores of different brands, Amul being the most common brand. So what you can do is, let's just say you're eating a normal Indian meal. Let's just say you're eating chapati and vegetables. So you can take 2 cheese slices, chop it and sprinkle it over your vegetables, and then you can eat it with your chapati. The benefit of doing it is that you won't even realize that you're eating something extra. It will not put extra burden on you, but you're getting the extra calories from that cheese. One cheese slice is probably around 120 to 150 calories. I'm making a guess, I don't know for sure. But yeah, 2 cheese slices, 250 calories, let's just say it's 250 calories, which is a good amount of calories. And the best part is you won't even realize that you're eating something extra. It will not put extra burden on you. Cheese consists of fats and protein, a good source of nutrition, and you should definitely include 1 to 2 cheese slices every day. So this is tip number 5. Tip number 6 is egg yolks. I see a lot of people who are inclined towards the egg white, but they ignore the egg yolk. You ask them why, because they say that egg white is complete protein, all protein, no fats, and egg yolk is fat. We don't need fat. Why? Fats are very important. Fats are good for hormone production. Fats are good for your joints, your skin, and many other benefits. So egg yolks consist of essential vitamins. It consists of good fats. It consists of extra protein. So what I'm trying to say is that eat at least 2 to 3 whole eggs. I'm not asking you to eat egg yolk, the yellow portion of the egg, separately. I'm asking you to eat 2 to 3 complete eggs, and if you want to eat more eggs, you can have egg whites then. Suppose you are eating 5 eggs a day, 3 can be whole eggs and 2 can be just egg whites. So you can follow this approach, and it will help you, and it will provide you with extra nutrition, and it will help you to gain weight. So this is tip number 6. So tip number 7 is eat more pastas or macaroni. The thing with pasta is that it is very easily digestible, very easy to cook. You don't have to ask your mom to cook it for you, and it's cheap. And the best part is that it is so soft. I mean, You just put it in your mouth, you chew for 2-3 times and it's gone. So easy to eat, so easy to digest, very easy to cook, cheap. And pastas or macaroni are a great source of carbohydrates, a great source of energy. So if you have to work out at 6, you can have pastas or macaroni at 4:30 or 5, and I mean, so easy to eat. It's a great source of carbohydrates, and it will provide you with extra calories so that you can gain weight. Definitely include this, and this is coming from my personal experience. Pastas will help you to gain weight. So this is tip number 7. Now tip number 8. Tip number 8 is drink olive oil. So there are other healthy oils like flaxseed oil, which is not that common in India, so I just took olive oil for reference. Olive oil is a great source of fats like polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fats, which are good fats. And what you can do is that, suppose you are having a normal Indian meal, let's just say you are having rice and pulses, very common meal in India, you must be having it at some point of the day. So you mix rice and pulses together, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil to it and mix it and eat it. You won't realize that you have eaten something extra, alright, it will not put a burden on you, but it will provide you with 150 to 200 calories, which will definitely help you to put on some pounds of weight. So it's a great tip, do follow it. And olive oil consists of good fats, and yeah, it's a great tip. It will help you to put on weight if you are consistent about it. And this is tip number 8. So now it's time for tip number 9, and I know I'm going to get some criticism for it, but this tip is eat junk food, eat out at least twice a week. And I know this is not consistent with the topic of this video, with the title of this video, which is gaining weight in a healthy way, but eating out will help you to gain weight. How? Let me explain you. And I'm not talking here about super fried foods, chips, biscuits and stuff, which are also high in calories, but you know, I don't really recommend going for them because they might contain trans fat, which is not good for your body. And I'm not saying the other foods are good for your body, but at least twice a week can help you to gain some weight. And my choices are, first, go for pizzas. A Domino's cheeseburger pizza consists of around 1700 calories. I'm not sure, but it's 1500 plus calories. And I can eat a Domino's pizza easily, one pizza easily. And if you can even eat 3 to 4 slices, it's 800 something calories. You'll get around 800 calories, which is a lot of calories, and it will definitely help you put on weight. But don't overdo it. It's not like you're eating pizzas every day. It'll pose serious problems on your digestive system. So don't do it every day, but twice a week you can do it. You can go for pizzas. You can go for Subway. Subway is also, it's not unhealthy. You can ask them to put more sauces on your sub because you can get extra calories from sauces, and I think it's a great option too. And you can also go for McDonald's. You can have fries, French fries. Yeah, I think you can follow this approach too, but don't overdo it. Please don't overdo it. Twice a week, I think it's fine. You can do twice a week, but not more than that. All right. So this is tip number 9. So this is tip number 10 and the last tip of this video. And this tip is very important, so listen to this carefully. So we all have 24 hours in a day, and let's just say we sleep for 8 hours. So we are left with 16 hours. 16 hours is our feeding window, and we have to make sure that we eat enough in this feeding window so that we can, gain weight. We have to make the most of this feeding window. So let's just take a routine of a skinny guy. What a skinny guy does is that he wakes up, he spends half an hour brushing his teeth, he spends another hour in the washroom. I don't know what he's doing there, but he wastes 1.5 hours or 2 hours after waking up without eating any food. Then after that he eats something. Then again, like every 2-3 hours he's having little snacks and tea, biscuits and stuff like that. And at night, suppose he had his dinner at 10. At 10:30 he went to bed, but he didn't sleep at 10:30, he slept at 12:30. He was talking on his phone, which is cool. But again, the time between 10:30 and 12:30 he wasted by not consuming any food. You have to realize one thing, that the 8 hours of sleep, you are fasting in that period. In those 8 hours you're not eating any food, so you are fasting. So after that fast, after that 8 hours of fast, you have to eat something immediately. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you go to washroom and you eat something immediately. What I do is that within half an hour of waking up, I drink a thick shake. If you don't like to have shake, you can go for fruits, you can go for bread, you can go for eggs, you can go for anything you like. You can go for milk, anything you like, but you have to consume as soon as possible, because you have fasted for 8 hours. Obviously you are not full because you didn't eat anything for 8 hours, so you have space in your stomach, you can eat. So you eat as soon as possible. Don't procrastinate. Don't procrastinate your meals, because you have just 16 hours. If you didn't consume anything in the initial 2 hours, then you will be left with 14 hours and you have to consume more food if you are looking to gain weight. So make sure when you wake up, you kickstart your feeding window by eating something. And similarly at the end, if you had your dinner at 10, so that you should not have the mentality that dinner with family has to be your last meal. Suppose you sleep late at night, suppose you sleep at 2. So when you sleep if you're sleeping at 2, at 1 or 1:30, have kind of a big meal. Like have pasta, have bread or peanut butter. Have something that you can make on your own. Obviously you will not wake up your mom to make something for you because she's sleeping. So have something that you can cook, or which is already cooked. Have rice if they're already cooked. So have something just before you're about to sleep, and have something as soon as you wake up, because you have to make sure you are eating enough food in your feeding window. And the most important thing is your breakfast. When you wake up, within half an hour, eat something. That's how you kickstart your feeding window. That's how you make sure that in those 16 hours of your feeding window, you have started good by eating the food as soon as possible. So now you have more time left to consume rest of your meals. So if you wasted 2 hours for having first meal, so then you will be left with 14 hours and you haven't even consumed your first meal. I hope you're getting my point. Eat something as soon as you wake up, and just before you are about to go to bed, eat something. And the idea is you have to eat something every 2 hours. Every 2 hours. 2 hours is not a rigid rule. I'm just saying this is in general. You had your first meal, then after 2 hours, have something else, then after 2 hours, have something else. So you have to eat something after every few hours. You cannot do that. You didn't eat anything at the beginning of the day, and at the later part of the day you are like, oh, I didn't eat anything. So now you try to force feed yourself. This is not the way, and you won't be able to do this for long. So, just keep in mind one thing. You don't have to eat when you're hungry. You have to eat when you're not full. Suppose you had your meal 1 at 8 a.m. Alright? You will have your meal 2 at 10 a.m. That 10 a.m. meal, at that time, you might not feel that, man, I'm not hungry. You might feel that you're not hungry. Alright? But you have to eat that if you're not full. If you have space in your stomach, then you have to eat it. You might struggle in the first week. You might struggle in the first week. You might also struggle in the second week. But slowly and gradually your body will adapt. Alright? So, let's take the same example. You had your first meal at 8 a.m. You'll have your next meal at 10 a.m. So you don't like to have that 10 a.m. meal because you're not that hungry. But you do have space in your stomach. You're not full. But you don't feel like having that 10 a.m. meal. Alright? That's the problem. So you have to eat it, because you have space in your stomach. You have to eat it. You might decrease the portion size of that meal, but you have to eat it. You might struggle for 1 week or 2 weeks, but after that, your body will adapt. Your metabolism will speed up. After some time, your body will know that after 2 hours of the meal 1, you are going to feed your body with another meal. So your body will digest the first meal quickly, so that at the time of your second meal, you are hungry again. So that's how your metabolism will increase. That's how you'll start feeling hungry again and again after few hours. Alright, this is the process. This is what you have to follow. And this shit works. Trust me, this shit works. I explained this process to one of my friend, and he went from 55 kgs to 68 kgs. It took some time, but slowly and gradually your metabolism will increase. You see your friends who weigh like 70 kgs, 75 kgs, they are able to eat food after every 2 hours, but you don't feel like you ate one of your meal, and then after like 3-4 hours you don't feel like eating anything, because your food digests slowly. You have to speed up your metabolism. This is how you speed up your metabolism. For few weeks you force feed yourself a little bit, not too much, a little bit, and After some time your body will adapt, your metabolism will speed up, and you'll be able to consume more and more food, and you'll be able to gain weight. Trust me, if you're consistent with this approach, you'll be able to gain weight, and you'll thank me. You'll definitely thank me. All right, so that is it, and I know this will help a lot of people. I researched a lot and I came up with 10 most like effective ways you can gain weight. There are a lot of other ways as well, but these 10 are the most effective. So trust me, and you're not going to gain any weight if you're not consistent with your approach. Like if I ask you to drink shakes, if you like on Monday you had your shake, Tuesday you didn't feel like, Wednesday you didn't feel like, and Thursday you had your shake again, and you continue with this routine, and after 1 month you come to me and you say that, Mohit, I drank shake and I don't see any weight gain. Why? Because you have to blame yourself, because you are not consistent with your approach. You have to be consistent. You have to do it every day. Trust me, after 1 or 2 months, when you'll see your weight gain, you'll be happy about yourself because you were consistent. You didn't give up. All right. This is the process that you have to follow, and I know this will help a lot of people. So tag your friends who are skinny, who are looking to gain weight. Tag them. This will help definitely, and and other people who are like, oh, we already knew that, this is common information. So I have something for you. So guys, that is it from this video. I hope you liked it, and if you liked it, then like and subscribe. More informational videos on this channel about weight gain, about weight loss, about meal preparation, how to cook healthy meals, how to cook healthy snacks and stuff like that. General stuff related to fitness. This is Mohit Biz from Fit India. Bye, take care, keep lifting, keep working out, it's important. Bye. Consume, and you just have to take the peel off and eat it. That's it. So